I just stuck with it. And the point is, I didn't play enough to actually. I only played using normals. I mean, I learned some attacks, but like I couldn't do combos or anything. I need to get better at it though. That's the thing. I really want to get better at it. And it's something that I won't get better at until I actually own the game. So right now, what I'm trying to do to compensate is playing other games to try and get better at them. It's like the Saint Seiya shit, which I've surprisingly in the Saint Seiya concept, I've been playing a decent level compared to where I want to be. I mean, I know how to guard. I mean, I know how to extend. I know how to overextend sometimes, but I need to work on that flaw too on Saint Seiya. That's a fighting game that I can be really good at because I have like all the freaking things. I mean, I have all the basics down. I have my character down, I think, pretty well. I do want to try and get that straight into PBA thing though better. Like I saw, like I had a match against not on the German. I had a match online with a God called Shaka with my regular Gold Cloth Death Mask, where he straight up dashed into a big bang attack, which is the super attack, ultimate, whatever the fuck it's called. And I need to learn stuff like that. Is what I need to learn, like the opportunity to do that, because it seems like that thing can be like massive damage if I pull right. Dude, that's just how much I fighters, dude. I just got so hyped about those fucking Korean matches. Like there's so much hype, man. I'm just like, fuck. Fighting games is my passion. It's been my passion since fuck. What was the first fighting game I played? It wasn't King of Fighters because that would have been like 4. Was it Street Fighter 2? Fucking backdrop pin. Okay, good job. Backdrop pin. It might have been Street Fighter 2. On God, it was on Genesis. It was on Genesis. It's backdrop suplex hole, yeah. Marufuji versus Kojima. Oh, what was it? It was Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, I think. No, it's Champion Edition. It was Champion, not Super Street Fighter 2. I have Super Street Fighter 2. It was just Champion Edition. Special Champion, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah. That was my first Street Fighter. That was my first fighting game. My first. So, God, that would have been 93? 93 or 94? Because I think it was 93 or 92. No, I think it was 93. I think it was 92 or 93. I'm not sure. But that was my first fighting game. Then I had Turbo on the Super Nintendo. Then I had then I got into Robo Pit, which kind of technically is, but is not a fight. I mean, no, Robo Pit's not a fighter. It kind of is sometimes, but it's not. It's in close in that genre though. Fuck. Primal Rage would have been another one that I played. The first one. Mortal Kombat, I would have got it too. I got into Championship Edition before I got into Mortal Kombat 1. And then I got to Mortal Kombat 3. Hey, Nokina, what's up? Nokina, buddy! What's up? We're at G1 Climax, number 26 of 2016. Simulating the entire show. We simulated 4 days yesterday. I hope to get 4 done today. It's gonna be an all weekend thing. If I do part of this, then I'm gonna do something else. How you doing? Yeah, it would have been Champion Edition in Mortal Kombat 1. Then, believe it or not, I skipped Mortal Kombat 2 to go to Mortal Kombat 3. And then I came back to Mortal Kombat 2. Oh, nice. You got Street Fighter 5 on that? I need to get I need a command for the bot so I can actually get do shouts. I don't think I can do shouts on right now. I gotta work on that command. That'll happen eventually. Can I actually let me see if the bot actually has a shout command. If not, then we'll stream it. Okay, no, okay, so I'll get add shout commands to that because it needs to be working. Anyways, yeah, I feel this is pretty good actually. 17 count. Fuck. If we have a count, I'm gonna laugh because we have not had any countouts today, or I mean in the whole tournament yet. We've had one draw is what we've had. Chop block to the back legs. So, I'm still not into getting a PS4 yet, but it's at the point where if I want one, I'm probably going to get one by sometime next year. I'm thinking next year is a good sign of how I'm going to get it. Because we're at that point where the PS3 is actually getting less, you know, it's getting games, but it's not getting like big titles anymore. And the PS4's library is slowly actually growing to something that, to me as a gamer, it's something the number of titles on this actually gets to a point where I want to get a PS4. That's probably what I'm going to go for, is because that's why I didn't buy it at launch, because I knew that launch would be a big issue for me, mainly because there hasn't been a console launch that has enticed me to buy a system at launch since I don't know, the PlayStation 2, I guess? And if before that, certainly the Dreamcast. Certainly the Dreamcast. You still streaming, Okina? I need to follow your channel if you do. I need to follow so many channels of people, actually, if I haven't yet. If you're still streaming, let me know. I'll drop by and I'll give you a follow. Kick. Because, I mean, I know Chronos streams, and I still need to follow him too, I think. I don't know if I follow him on Twitch. I might. Keep drilling him in the back of the head like 6 times. Wow. Mayor Fuji is not happy. Cutter! Ace Crusher! Just strip cutter him again. Oh god, Lariat. No. Lariat him, please. Please, Kojima-san. Murder! Pin! No! Pin! Mayor Fuji wins. That was a quicker match than I expected. And we're actually getting, making good time here. It hasn't really been all that long. Sonata versus Makabe, whereas Sonata is all the way at the bottom, and Makabe is all the way past Tamatanga. I need to add so much stuff to this list. Tanahashi versus Tonga, and that's the fight. Okay. Tanahashi versus Tonga. Got it! How you... what was your first... I mean, guys in the chat, what was your first fighting game experience? Or, I guess, in my case, wrestling game experience, if you want to go there, too. My first wrestling game experience was WWF Raw on the fucking Super Nintendo. Despite it being a piece of shit. But what was your first fighting or wrestling game experience? If you want to share both, go ahead and share both. I didn't get a Fire Pro until, God, it must have been 2000. It must have been like 2000 or 2001 when the Game Boy Advance game dropped. Street Fighter 2 in the arcades, huh? That's... You're not... The vanilla version of Street Fighter 2, wow, okay. You're not super old, though. I sometimes feel very old, though. Mainly because it seems like the, new kids coming in keep getting younger and younger, and I'm just like... What the fuck? What are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? You know, why are you guys here? And now I feel old when I don't go to an arcade, because the arcades usually have the older crowd, but console gaming gets actual people. Just like you see the young kids, and I'm like, I mean, you hear the young kids, it's like, my God, they're getting younger and younger. Now, I'm not talking about games like Minecraft. It's like mature-rated games. You see some young kids like playing Call of Duty. And it's like, not Call of Duty's example, but like young kids playing like shooters or like fighting games, and you're like, the fuck? I thought there was an age level for this. Apparently not. Call of Duty was a bad example because a lot of screaming kids on Call of Duty, but you guys know what I mean. Ah, shoot, man. Dude, Street Fighter Alpha was the fucking Alpha 1 was something. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alpha 1 was interesting, but I'm glad that series just went with 2, retconned everything Alpha 1 and like erased it from history. And then Alpha 3 made things better. 1 kind of was weird to me, playing 1. Especially when I played Alpha 3 and then went back to Alpha 1, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know? It's weird to go back and play like the older like versions of like Street Fighter when you play like if you play Street Fighter Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo and then you go back and play the vanilla version of Street Fighter 2. It's kind of a weird adjustment. You know what I mean? Alpha 1 was an interesting experiment that I think only paid off when they made the sequel. I think it paid off at its best when they were making the sequel, and then 3 just did so much better. At least I love 3. 3 is okay. Good. I'll follow you back, Nokina. I'll follow you when I get a shot to. Probably after today's long into stream thing. I got Dazzle on my side, so Dazzle's good. Yeah, I mean, God, I'm gonna be honest with you, Coach, I couldn't see myself going back and playing Second Impact after playing Third Strike. You know what I mean? I couldn't see myself going back and play Second Impact that much compared to Third Strike. I'd be like, this is a Third Strike, and I go back to playing Third Strike. You're talking to someone who doesn't really like Sean. And I'm completely biased in this matter why I don't like Sean. And I think I've told you this why I don't like Sean. Pin! 1, 2,